Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing alright. Today I just wanted to show you guys my minimal natural makeup without foundation, as this is what I would usually do if I am going to be wearing some kind of makeup. So I'm starting off by moisturising my skin with the Burt's Bees Intense Hydration Night Cream. I love using this cream as I have dry skin and it's really thick, hence it being a night cream. But I like the way it feels on my skin so much that I apply it during the day too, since there's no rules to say that you can only use night cream at night, right? So once I'm done applying that, I'm going to use another night cream, which is by the Source of Nature. I never actually heard of them until I saw this cream. It has white tea and avocado. It kind of sits on the surface of your skin and has like a slight serum kind of feel to it, but it makes the skin look very smooth, almost like it's filling in my pores, which I'm trying to show you guys here. Hopefully you can see what I'm talking about. Moving on to brows, I like to fill in my brows first before I do anything else, just to give my face some structure, and I have linked everything in the description bar if you want to check out any of the products that I've used in this video. I haven't really used many different brow products since this one has always worked just fine for me, so I've had no reason to kind of change it. But when this brow product is done, then I'd love to try the Benefit brow stuff. Next, I'm using the Fenty Beauty Match Sticks to conceal in the shade Caramel, just warming the product on the back of my hand for a smoother application. I'm using this under my eyes to sort some of that darkness under there, my chin to highlight, my upper lip since I have a bit of darkness there as well, the bridge of my nose and a bit on my forehead to highlight as well, and cover those little scars too, and a few other dark spots that I have on my cheeks. I love how creamy the matchsticks are and how you can still apply a little bit for a natural look and it still looks nice and even. Then I'm just gently blending that out with my finger. Oh, and I added some concealer on my eyelids too, just to get like a nice even base for some shadows I'm going to add a bit later. I'm going to set only those areas really lightly with the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless powder in the shade 350. I've literally used this for so long and I keep repurchasing it, but I need to try a different one. Moving on to the eyes, I'm going for a natural look that's quite warm toned, so I'm using the MORPHE 3502 palette. First taking the shade Dust and applying some of that to my outer crease area. I did take it a bit further, but mainly focusing on my outer crease because I want minimal colour and just like a nice gradient. Next, I'm using the shade Flux to give it a bit more dimension and to help really blend out the first shade. Next, I'm taking this really pretty shade called Terracotta and applying that to the outer corner to deepen it up a little bit. And then to finish, I'm adding the shade Universal to the rest of my eyelids to nicely highlight. And then I'm just blending for like a nice gradient with the other shades. So that's basically the eyes complete, and then I'm just going to add some lashes. I can't actually remember what they're called, I just know that they're by eyelure, and I'm going to finish up my lower lash line a bit later. So this step isn't actually necessary, but I'm taking a black liquid liner and I just like to fill in the space between my inner corner and where my lashes stop, since they weren't long enough for my eye. But I don't think anyone would notice that unless I said something anyway, but I get that satisfaction from doing this little step. For bronzer slash contour, I'm using the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Powder Makeup in the shade Deep Spice. I ordered this online and ended up getting the completely wrong shade, and I didn't end up returning it, so I just kind of used it as a bronzer instead, even though it's a little too dark on my skin tone, but it kind of does the job if I just use like a small amount and blend it out really well. Thought I'd use one of these new brushes I got to apply it, but it was way too soft and I was making such a mess. I applied a little bit too much as well, so I changed my brush a couple times, but I was happy with the end result. Would usually use less though. And I also added whatever I had left on my brush to my nose and on the perimeter of my forehead and my jawline. So here I'm just finishing off my eyes and adding a bit of that Flux shade from the Morphe palette onto my lower lash line, and then just some mascara to my lower lashes. For highlighter, I'm using the Fenty Beauty Killawatt Highlighter Duo in the shades Me Money and Hustler Baby. I'm taking that on a small brush and applying both of those on to my high points, my cheekbones, my nose and Cupid's bow. So for the lips, guys, I'm using the Colourpop lip liner in BFF3, I think, because I did get this kind of quite a while ago, and I'm just putting that on my outer edges, and then I'm using one NYX lip cream. I have no idea what the shade is. And then lastly, I'm just setting my face with the NYX Dewy Finish Setting Spray. So here is my completed no foundation makeup. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thumbs up if you liked this, and follow me on my socials if you don't already. Subscribe for more of me, and I'll see you in my next video.